Hi, today we are going to learn about synthesizing. We're going to learn how to synthesize information that we are reading. So your objective will be, I will synthesize information to create new understanding. And then we will use a synthesizing process throughout the reading process to monitor our comprehension. What does synthesize mean? When you synthesize, your thinking changes and you form a new idea. When you read fantasies and other fiction or nonfiction stories, it is helpful to synthesize descriptions, information in order to understand and comprehend what you're reading and also form connections with your characters. Synthesizing can lead you to a deeper understanding. The formula we're going to use is I know plus I read equals now I think. Say that with me. I know, I read, now I think. Sounds pretty simple, huh? If you'll take a moment, pause the video and review this anchor chart. If you have a reading journal and you would like to jot down some notes, it kind of goes into a little more detail about the I know, I read, now I think. How to synthesize. So let's explain the I know, I read, now I think. When you're saying I know, you're going to complete that with information that you already know about the topic. Okay, so it's information you had previously learned or read or understood to be the truth about an event or a topic or a situation. So you already have that information in your head. It's kind of like a background knowledge. Okay, I read. What did you read that taught you something new? So it's going to be something that you specifically picked up out of your text or the passage or the book. So you're going to be able to complete the I read statement with something you actually are copying out of your text that you're reading. Okay. Now, the last part of it, the now I think, that's the new information that you read, how it changed your mind. So now I think, and that's where you're going to insert what you think now. So it has to make sense. That's the tricky part about this. You can't say, I know how I tie my shoe, and I read the weather was ugly outside. Now I think I need to put on some flip flops. What does that really have to do with each other? So in order to make that make sense, we could say, I know if I wear tennis shoes in rainy weather, they'll get wet and my feet get yucky. I read it's going to rain outside today in the newspaper. Now I think I need to change out of my shoes and put on some flip-flops or rubber boots. Okay? So another example would be, I know that elephants live in the wild in Africa. That's what I was taught. That's what I know. That's what I carry with me. But I was reading an article and it said that there are elephants that live in the wild in Asia and in India. And I went, oh my goodness. Now I know that elephants can be found living in the wild in many different countries. See how that works? They all connect to each other. So remember, when you're synthesizing, that means you're going to put together information from different parts of a text with the information you already know to see the author's ideas in new ways. And when you synthesize, you're saying in your head, I used to think this, but now I'm thinking this. So if we go back to our example, I used to think that elephants only lived in Africa, but now I know, or I think that elephants live everywhere in the wild. Now that you've viewed this video, be sure to read the story that goes along with this week's lessons Follow the directions that your teacher has placed in the task box, and then submit your completed assignment. Bye!